Hello, everybody. My name is ODST, and welcome back to another lovely episode in the long play, or forever world, should I say, series that I have going on. It has been quite some time since the last episode, and I do want to apologize for that. That's not for lack of playing. In fact, I got a laptop so I could play Minecraft and this world, while I had downtime at work. I did record a couple videos, and they're all mostly long plays, and I recorded one standard, spoilers. I did record one standard video partially recorded one standard video, and it'd been months since I first started that video, and I just completely lost the plot, and I was like, okay, you know, we're gonna start off of a clean slate. Today, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and everything in between, is July 4th, America's Independence Day, and as being an American resident, I have consumed a little bit of adult beverages. I just want to say, if you're not of legal age, drink responsibly, drink around people who are responsible. If you are of legal age, drink responsible, and check in on your kids, because they're probably fucked up right now, let's be honest. I'm going to do a brief tour of everything that I've done in the unreleased, never finished episode, and what I've been doing at work as well. Starting off with the drawbridge has been extended for reasons that I will explain. As well as I've started a castle here, and I built a couple ships. This ship here is actually the first ship I've built in about 7 years. I've been avoiding every and any reason to build a ship because I'm terrible at them, and I decided, listen, I need to have a reason to get back and into practicing this. I think it came out really good. It's loosely based off of a Spanish galleon, and then it also has like the ram thing from those Warhammer 40k ships. The Imperial ships, I thought was pretty cool. It does have a tiny interior, not anything fancy, just some random things here and there. And you guys might notice, yes, I'm using blocks that don't fit the aesthetic of this build area, and that is for good reason. The ships belong to another empire. Which empire that is hasn't been decided yet, but they're modern ships, or quote modern ships. They're sail ships, but they're modern for the aesthetic. And this city is the only thing that's ancient, not everything else in the world. That being said, I've also been digging out this riverbed. The reason why I had to extend the bridge is so this ship here could fit through reasonably. It's about 11 blocks wide, and this drawbridge is now about, I think, 12 or 13 blocks wide. So the ship could theoretically fit through here if the drawbridge was drawn up. That meant I had to extend the top of this to be a bit longer to accommodate this pull-up action. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. I've also been digging out the riverbed here and putting mud blocks here. I decided that I'm not going to worry too much about keeping it in the beta build style when it comes to actual terrain work. So to make the river look deeper than it is, I'm using mud blocks. It's a very common tactic. And I'm probably also going to be using some other flowers and whatnot that aren't in the beta build style. And if we ignore what's onto the right of me, we'll come back to that later. I built this castle here. This is going to be the military fort, filled with dogs. Now, for people who don't know me in real life, I may or may not be a little bit on the spectrum of autism. And I've decided to collect all 144 dogs that I can, which means there's 9 dog variants. Each dog variant has 16 colors allotted to them. These are the forest dog variants. We have Foreman over here, we have Bubba, we have Chief, and yes, I will be naming all 144 dogs. So please, please, everybody, please, if you have name suggestions, please give them to me, because more than likely they will be made into the video. I've also got some cats, but this is for a project unrelated for now, but will be relevant later on in the episode. Trust me. Trust. This castle here, for right now, all it does is store my, oh, I already had a light blue dog. Oh no, this is not good. For right now, all it does is act as a place for me to store the stone that I've been collecting, that it has been dwindling ever since. I also have a stone farm over here, a stone generator. I've been using it, as you guys can see, and I'm running out of cobblestone. That problem, we'll come back to it. I'm very disappointed that I didn't check in here before breeding another light blue dog, but that's okay. We will move on. I'm pretty happy with how this castle has turned out so far. It's not finished, as is a lot of things in this series. I still have to do this whole section. I moved our nether portal from our starter base over into this castle tower here. The interior 100% is not done. I stole this banner design off of Pinterest. If I find the link, by the way, I want to say, any and all inspiration that I take will be put in the description below, whether it's build inspiration or redstone farms, everything that you guys may need, including resource packs, soundtracks, and music used, will all be in the description below. I'm not one of those guys who will steal things and not credit them. I will 100% credit them, because if people took my content and didn't credit me, I'd feel like shit, and I don't want to do that to other people. We have a very basic interior for this castle. The idea around it was this is the original castle for this city, and it got built around on, and eventually these wooden sections here are just additions that were made to the castle itself. So I actually need to go up one more level here. I'm so sorry, guys, if this intro is a bit all over the place. I need to catch you guys up as quick as possible so we can get into the rest of this video, because this video, I'm planning on making it pretty long just so we can get a bunch of progress done and you guys don't feel like I'm neglecting you guys. But as you can see, the interior is nowhere near done. I do have a rudimentary pathway up to our nether portal. This is linked in a 3x3 portal on the other side, so if we face this way going in, we come straight back out here. This is where the original portal was, and then we can do the opposite. We walk straight back in here, and the nether portal leads us. I'm very proud about that. Some other things. We are in 1.21.6 right now. The developers over at Replay Mod have confirmed that they're not going to be making a version for 1.21.6, and they're jumping straight over to 121.7, the hot fix. So any and all time lapses in this episode are going to be in first person. So if you guys have photo light sensitivity, please be warned. There's going to be a lot of flashing lights potentially in this episode. If not, I might just cut it all out and just come back as a, hey, progress update. Here are all the jungle dogs, all 16 color variants, and then if we go over this way, I have a bunch of rotten flesh here. If we head right over here, we have all the winter dogs as well, all the white dogs. And on top of that, we have all the black dogs. So we have 4 of 9 dog variants all bred up, all 16 colors of them. And now to walk over to the sore thumb. This is Jasper, by the way. This is the friendly ghast from the newest update. This is Jasper the friendly ghast, a play on Casper the friendly ghost. He will be sticking around. I did hatch a brother of his, and I don't know what happened to him. I think he got caught in the stalls here and suffocated to death. This here is a planned out cathedral. I have been on an autistic binge of looking at cathedral architecture, real like blueprints of it, and this is a pretty accurate sketch blueprint for a cathedral in London. Now, whether I completely follow this plan is to be remain seen. I might extend it out where I need to, and get portions right. The original cathedral was down here and it was a little bit smaller, but I moved it up here and made it bigger because I want the cathedral to be a massive part of this city. And we will be building it in the beta build style, 100%. And there's a dog over there. I've been contemplating whether I should use stained glass or not. I'm still on the fence about it. I really want to. I want to make this pretty accurate. As a man of Catholic faith myself, I want to make this pretty accurate to a modern, or to a real life cathedral, but I also want to keep it in the style of the rest of the world. I do have a couple plans for today's episode. Starting off with, I want to get full Netherite gear set up for us, which means we need to go into the Nether and start mining, which also means we need a lot of things that make explosives, and I don't have a big sheep farm, so I decided that we are going to make a creeper farm. If I load up the map here, there's a big stretch of ocean right here. Surprisingly, not many ocean monuments. I think this is one, actually. I might be crazy. No, that's a sunken village. I've only ever found one ocean. Yeah, here's it. This is the only ocean monument that I've found so far in our world, and that's what I used to make our thing here. It took 4 hours for me to get to fish up enough nautilus shells to make this conduit. But we eventually got it. Oh, would you look at that? There's another ocean monument over here. I am thinking the best possible location for us to make a creeper farm is probably in this area over here. And I'm gonna make this slightly different to the standard creeper farm because I want to maximize the amount of drops, and the only really way to do that is to use our looting 3 sword. So I'm gonna take the creeper farm that I've been building for the past however many years. I will 100%, again, I will link every farm design that I use down in the description. I just have built this farm so many times that I know how to build it from heart now at this point. But I'm gonna slightly modify it where it filters all the creepers down into one area and I can just swing at them. So I'm going to cut here. I know this has been a pretty long 17-minute unfiltered pure ramble autism spew of bullshit, so I do apologize for that. But I'm gonna breed up our cats here. I'm gonna keep these guys as our original cats, and all the cats that we're gonna be using in the farm are gonna go on this side. Well, it has been a little bit since that time lapse, and honestly, I think the entire mob cap has been taken up by all these bats. I don't know how to prevent bats from spawning in this farm, and I don't know if they share a mob cap with with creepers or not. Also, apparently this farm has been spawning skeletons somewhere. I've had a couple bones and arrows come through, as you guys can see. I don't know how. I've completely and utterly uh, built it up to only spawn creepers. Another thing is I originally designed this to be a manual farm where I'd come up here and I'd slap them, and I was getting a decent bit of gunpowder because I've looting 3. The issue with that is the creepers. I'm just on that spawn point where it prevents them from spawning on a couple of the platforms, and lowering it down by a half block was their instant death. And so what I'd have to do is I would go down the stairs, wait for a bit, come back up and manually kill them, rinse and repeat, and that was becoming a bit repetitive and a bit exhausting. So I just turned it into a fully AFK-able farm. And we got a decent amount of gunpowder, probably enough for what we need it for. At least I'm hoping. I am going to gather a bit more sand. I've already been gathering some over there. And I guess we can cut on to the next part of today's episode where we go ancient debris mining. I have no real goal of how much I want outside of, you know, just getting a full set of ancient debris gear, but if we can get a crap ton, we can get a crap ton, and then I'll be all set and happy. So I'm gonna mine out a bunch of this sand and I'll catch you guys back in the nether. Well, minus the one death that we had, I think this was a pretty good haul, especially for ancient debris. I'm not going to be smelting down all of this. I'm going to measure out everything we need to get full diamond armor and set of tools, and including this, we have just under 2 stacks of ancient debris. This is the most I've had at once. Yeah. I stood too close to that, stood a bit too close to the TNT there, but what can you do? I'm also gathering all this gold because I'm gonna need it for this. Ooh, let's see. Cave mode off. I'm gonna need gold for this cathedral over here that I have planned. I want to add gold block features to it, as well as I need to find standard gold ore, because I'm gonna need that for the floors, and I want to make this very ornate. But I'm going to gather this netherite, make the duplicates that we need. So I'm not sure if we have enough diamonds. That's of course going to be our limiter, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go mining for diamonds. I made a bunch of shovels because I was planning on mining out a bunch of gravel before I had mending. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's see how many we got visitors. Sorry. We're not looking for any guests today. You know, we could do a raid on the trial chamber. That could be fun. Let's see. We need 4 for each piece, so we have helmet, chest piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, boots, 1, 2, 3, 4, pickaxe, 1, 2, 3, 4, pickaxe, axe, shovel, sword. That should be all the ancient debris that we need. And then I will keep the rest of this for in here, in case we need to make some duplicate machine. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's all of our diamonds gone. That's all of our diamonds gone. Okay. I guess my only option really is to run some raids on the thingy down under here. I'm gonna upgrade ourselves to netherite. We can upgrade 7 things. That's pants, boots, chest piece, helmet, sword, axe, pickaxe. Alright, I mean that's a decent amount of things that we can upgrade. Oh, okay. I'm gonna upgrade ourselves. I'm gonna run the trial chamber a bit, and hopefully we'll be able to get everything else that we need. I will be completely honest with you guys. I thought the loot chambers reset as well as the as the spawners. I guess not. Now I just have 2 ominous trial keys. Found a whole section of the place completely that I forgot about twice. 2 different ones. We didn't get many diamonds, unfortunately, and I guess we're just gonna have to live with that. I guess for the next part, actually, let's see, how many diamonds did we get? We need 7 at the least. So just shove all this stuff in here. Let's see. We got you. Okay. We got 4 diamonds from that. That was horrible. And also, ominous Bad Omen 5 didn't do anything for increased loot. Like, we got really crappy loot from those spawners. I feel like we got better loot from just the regular ones. I guess that means I'll just scrap that entire building down there for the copper, and we can use it somewhere else. in the world for another build, but I'm going to try and find a Badlands biome. I don't think I've actually found one yet. There's a savanna over here, all the way down here, and I don't think it turns into a Badlands at all. But I need to find a bunch of gold ore. So that's going to be the next part. I'm going to do a bunch of resource gathering, and I will pull you guys back once I have everything that I need. And then we can get on to cracking with the big boy project of this episode. Well, would you look at that. Pale oak garden. I already got some of the pale oak from a villager or a wandering trader, but I don't have any of this moss. I don't have any flowers. I also don't have any of the actual bloom things. Hearts. Doesn't seem like there's any hearts in this one. I'd like to get a couple if I can. I'm not sure how many I need though. Here we are. We just arrived. There's a camel out here. There's a desert temple too, actually. Ooh, let's see what we get. Haha. Alright, well, it wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't terrible. Let's see if we can make it out without dying. Woohoo. Skillful. Alright, well, I guess there's nothing much more for me to do except find a cave and start digging for gold. As they say, and not like picking my nose digging. Oh, wait, hold on. Hello. Hello. Oh, I didn't even bring any brushes. It didn't even occur to me that I'd find desert temples. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that I can't even get. Let's hope I can find some copper. Crap. Take that. Actually, I'll take the iron. Take that. Take this. Alright. I need to find some copper. I need to kill some chickens. And we'll be well on our way. Holy heck, this is one massive mine shaft. I've already been exploring it for quite a bit. Gotten a decent amount of gold. It just keeps going. I ain't complaining though. Look at all this lovely gold. This is gonna look fantastic in our cathedral. I'm also kind of hoping that I can find not deep slate diamond ore, but normal diamond ore, because I want to use that for the center area on the floor. I've already gotten a little bit of deep slate diamond, but again, can't really use that in the block style that we're using. Oh, okay, no, this is... Okay, so this is a second mine shaft that spawned on top of the one I was already exploring. Because I already found the center room of the last one. The cave just keeps on going. Doesn't stop. But I do think I've reached a decent amount of loot. We got a bunch of gold ore. I'm gonna see if I can try and get that to a last stack. We got a bunch of diamond ore, so you can see a bunch of deep slate diamond ore. This is what I'll be breaking to get diamonds. These diamond ore will go into the cathedral. Won't be breaking those at all. Wow, this place is massive. It's like I go to a new area, and then it's like, oh, I've already been here. Just got through there a different route. It just keeps on going and going and going. And I haven't been placing torches because I have the dynamic light mod. Should probably be better at placing these torches. We go out over there, that should be the way out. Maybe I am lying. Holy crap, that cave just kept on going and going and going. I genuinely got lost down there. But I think we should have enough gold. In fact, we definitely have enough gold for what I need. I'm just being greedy now. I might actually take this coal ore as well. I've been ignoring all the ores pretty much, minus iron, diamond, gold, and a little bit of lapis. Actually, we completely ran out of lapis, so I should have probably mined a bit more of that. But let's go over this haul real quick. Just an absolute magpie. We got all this gold ore in here. We got all this ore in here. I think we have... I thought we had more ore in one of these other things. But yeah, we got quite a bit of diamonds. So this is what I'll be breaking with the fortune pickaxe. These 4 blocks will be going into the floor of the cathedral. These will be broken. These ones will be part of the floor. Alright, okay. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to make our way back to our base. Hopefully in one piece. And then I'll be pulling all of these chunks here, because we're never coming out here ever again. We looted it completely. Pretty much. Take this crying obsidian though, and this gold block. Never say no to this stuff. I'm a magpie. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Don't need any of that. Actually, I'll take these just in case. Which way is home? Home is this way. Alright, well, time to go home. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be a long journey. It will never get old seeing this castle and our base. This wall needs to get done up though, it's a bit flat. I can fix that once we get an interior going. And we're home. Home sweet home. We can build the walls of this cathedral. After. All our lovely dogs. We got Forge, Mickey, Romeo, Dutch, Buck, Rucky. I do believe Dare is around here. There she is. Still need to name a bunch of these dogs. There's so many. We even have all these dogs. This is another 16 that don't have any names. Oh boy. It's gonna be a huge, huge task naming all of them. It'll be well worth it. Alright. Let's build a big tower and tear it down, and we can do a loot haul. Does anybody want to take a guess at just how much stuff we got? Or wise. Mineral wise. We are loaded for the next little bit on most resources. Diamonds, gold, coal, we are a-okay with. Redstone, we are actually kind of running out of redstone, unfortunately, but we can find redstone anywhere. It's pretty easy to get. But with all these diamonds and ores and raw stuff, I guess, we should be pretty good for resources for the next little bit. I am going to make the last of our netherite tools, in fact, since we can do that now. And I also didn't tear down our emerald ore. All 30 of those are still in there. I need netherrack. There we go. 19. Let's see. We need you. You. And if I really want, since we already have the scrap, we may as well make the hoe. We've already blown through our diamond supply. Making all of those upgrade templates. Definitely worth it though. You're done. We're done. We're done. There we go. Netherite hoe. Probably the most overpowered thing that we have now. I am gonna do something different since we don't have time lapses available to us. I'm going to do a build montage of me building this cathedral next, and hopefully it turns out alright. You know, so much has happened in between making these episodes, or just making this episode in general. My I feel like I'm making excuses, so I'm gonna explain this all in a random accent. I feel like I'm only getting screwed over. The RAM in my computer died, which would be fine if it wasn't only 5 months old. And on top of that, I lost my world. I lost my world while making a backup for the game and playing it. I got a memory leak issue, and then also my computer blue screened. And when I made the backup, couldn't really do it. It wouldn't open. It was reading as a incomplete file, and so I really thought that I lost this. Now I was able to play the save file itself completely fine, but I couldn't make a backup and move it onto my flash drive, which sucked. And by the way, I've been working on this real hard. I even bought a laptop so I could work on this while on my breaks at lunch, or on my breaks at work. Um, and even still, it's taken forever to get everything done. You've absolutely no idea how much time I've put into this. The footprint of this entire cathedral has probably tripled from probably 4 times quadrupled from the original footprint layout. And this was the size that I was originally going to go for, or the second size that I was going to go for. And I've expanded it even bigger than that. um, but let me like actually properly explain everything. So, the other day, while I was in call with a friend, I got a bunch of blue screen errors on my computer. Now, some of them were related to my outdated graphics drivers, which was fine. Those were easy to update. Some of them were related to my BIOS being out of date. I updated that just fine. But most of it was due to my memory, my RAM. Now, I had 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and yesterday, before going into work, in between sleeping, I tested all my sticks. One of them died completely, over 90,000 errors that it read back. Like I said earlier, it's only 5 months old, so I'm currently trying to get my warranty done with the company that I bought the RAM from. But as they're being butts about it. They need every single little detail so they can try and stop you from claiming your warranty. No, I wasn't able to make a backup of the world, which meant I couldn't move the world over to my laptop before I reformatted my flash drive to be able to test my sticks of RAM, which was fine because I had some backups of the world, but they're like 3 or 4 days old, and those backups, the roof of this cathedral wasn't even done. All the bricks that I had traded and smelted for, I didn't have them anymore. So I would have lost a huge amount of progress, unfortunately. But I decided to risk it. I plugged out the RAM, I tested it all. By the way, the error got so bad that Windows crapped the bed and tried to fix it. Which is, you know, that's bad when Windows tries to fix something. But I was able to fix it. I have 2 sticks of RAM now in my computer. The third okay one is chilling on my desk. I'm holding it right now, and the bad one is also on my desk in front of me. By the way, this is where I've been trading for all the bricks. I've been going around. I don't have my maps. Oh yeah, I had to force update the world to 1.21.8 because Mojang don't know how to make an update, and they keep pushing out update after update after update, and all my mods are out of date. But I updated the world. I also did some culling. I deleted a bunch of chunks around the world that I'd barely done anything in, because really we've only done stuff in the spawn area here. And I pretty much all these areas now have all the new 21 point whatever stuff. So we got fallen leaves, we got cows, and whatever else the update added. Bushes. We can find bushes close by. We don't have to go about 20,000 blocks. We have all the new flowers nearby. I've been harvesting. Been going underneath this lush cave to get all the clay that I've been using so far for the brick roof. Oh, this project turned out to be a whole lot more than I thought it'd be, which is fine. It's just gonna take a lot longer for this episode to come out than I would like, because I do want to get this entire cathedral done before I close up the episode. I did have some more stuff planned for this video, but depending on how long the video is after I edit this, and it's coming up on 2 months since my last proper episode in this world, and I really want to get this out for you guys, so I'm gonna continue slaving away at this cathedral. The interior, I don't know if I'll do it. The exterior will definitely be done and as detailed as possible. This is all just temporary. Well, it's not temporary, I haven't detailed it yet. I'm gonna detail it so it looks kind of like the front here with depth and whatnot. So don't worry, these sides aren't gonna be all bland and boring. They'll be good looking, hopefully. Oh my gosh, it's such a chore. Now with my cats outside my door, I don't know if you can hear them. They're screaming to get fed again, and I just fed them dinner, but they're like, no, we only had dinner, but what about second dinner? Fucking goddamn fucking fat lazy cats. Alright, back to the grind, back to getting this shit done, and please, Lord, have this be done soon. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Oh, okay, bring my mic. It has been quite some time since that last clip, and I've finished the exterior for the most part. Let me fly around and show you what I've done. I'm just working on the interior right now. We have all of the basic outside of it done pretty much. I really like how it's turning out. I still need to do this central spire. That is still something that needs to happen. And you can see I put glow lichen at the top of the roof here. This is just to stop mobs from spawning. While I was building, I had a couple creepers spawn on me and blow up sections of the roof that I was working on, and I didn't want to have to constantly deal with that, so I have spawn roofed this entire top area here. The reason why there's no glow lichen down below here is these support trusses actually produce enough light to stop mobs from spawning on the lower roof area there, so I don't need to put glow lichen down there at all. It's a really neat pattern that comes out too, but you can't see it at all from the bottom, which is nice. And this is one of the exceptions to the beta build style rule that I have. See all the sheep that I have down there that I've been farming for wool to do this interior. Oh my gosh, it has been taking forever to do. This back section even took forever to do and to come up with, because just lining everything up and making it look decent was pretty hard to do. But everything's all in line. I just need to build up these support towers, connect them all up, and it should be finished. Moving on into the interior, I decided to make it asymmetrical, so this has a rounded out spot here, and then on the opposite side over here, you can see it's going to be squared off, and this will be another entrance. So you can enter from 3 of the 4 sides. The east wing is obviously the actual chapel part of this, and we got our armor statue in place with Christ, our Lord and Savior, on the cross here on his crucifix. I think that looks pretty good, pretty accurate for what I can do in Minecraft. I still need to build the altar. Still trying to come up with a design. I don't know how many people who watch me have ever been to a Catholic mass, but the church in my hometown had this like half circle thing, wood like thing around the altar, and on it was an images of saints and Christ and the Holy Trinity and all that. I'm not really sure how I could really translate that here, so I'm just putting up oak logs up in here to kind of represent it. And with shaders on in this area, when the light beams through, this place looks fantastic. The way cathedrals were built was the east wing, which is this wing, is the actual chapel, and it would face the sunrise, and the west wing, which ironically, I actually built this backwards. If I wanted to build this historically accurate, I would have started with this east wing, and then the north and the south wing, and then the west wing, but I did west wing, north, south, east. Historically, cathedrals were built with the east wing first. Masses and sermons would be held once the east wing was complete, while the rest of the cathedral itself was being built. But look at that. Look at that. Having the sunset come through here. Oh, that is... you know, no pun intended. That's pretty heavenly right there. I'm actually going to take a screenshot. That's awesome. I love that. I did lower the second roof, the second floor. Oh my gosh, even with that coming down, you can see the glass. That's awesome. I love how much natural light this thing lets in. I lowered the second floor, and the second floor was originally up there where those oak beams are, and I had the pillars going all the way up, and I was trying to do this roof design that I have here with the blue wool up there, but with the way the roof is, it didn't really allow it, so I decided to lower it so it's all this support structure. And what this did was all the weight that was pushed in from the center would be dispersed evenly through these support pillars, and this was a Roman design. This is a Roman Catholic design that they came up with to help alleviate the weight of the actual structure itself, so they can make it taller without having it crumble under its own weight. And it's really cool how they did that and all the engineering around it. We're almost finished with this project, and this is absolutely massive. It's huge. I love it. I'm really happy with how it's turned out. It looks amazing. That looks so cool. I can't wait for the rest of the city to be built up around it. I have decided that since the cathedral is here, we're gonna change up these houses. I don't know if I said this in the previous clip or not. We're gonna rebuild these houses here to make them bigger and more extravagant. We'll have a market around here, because having markets around, and even inside cathedrals, was pretty common. Cathedrals were gathering places for cities and towns and the people to come together, kind of like a medieval mall, pretty much, where they'd have markets and whatnot on the inside and shows and stuff, along with actual sermons. And it's a lot. It's a lot. I'll build up this area around it. We'll make it look super fancy, super nice. I'll rebuild and realign this monument over here, but I'll do that in my own time. I'll do that off camera. And then we can build the rest of the city around this. And it's gonna look awesome. So please, guys, stay tuned for the series. We're not finished with this episode yet, but we're getting there.
One month and 5 days ago, I set out to make this cathedral. Where the tree farm is over there was the original footprint, and the new footprint was there and increased even further. We have now finished it. There was a monument to the side here that I cut out the explanation for because it didn't need to be in the video anymore. Because this entire cathedral is dedicated to my late great-grandfather who passed away last November. So this is in honor of him. And I'm very happy with how it came out. It's currently 2 o'clock in the morning right now, so apologies that I am kind of whispering. I added a little plaza here in front of the cathedral. We're going to tear down these houses and rebuild them, as I had mentioned. We're going to get a nice main street view of this, uninterrupted, from the gate over there, mostly. uninterrupted. We have Jasper on a leash. Let me give you guys a brief tour and then we can close out this video because I'm in the middle of editing this video and it's just under an hour long. I need to add a little bit more detail. I'll add some signs here to make it look more detailed, but I'm very happy with how this came out. Very happy. It took forever to do. We have Christ on the cross over here, which I did with the armor statues and mini blocks. We have the little altars here where you could light a candle for, you know, you pay €1, you light a candle, make a prayer. The altar, obviously. Nothing back here. We have the pews, which I really like. I like how dark it is. I made sure nothing can spawn inside of here as well. Let's turn on the shaders real quick. This place looks fantastic with shaders, especially when the light shines through. The one thing I'm not super satisfied with is just how the roof came out, but there's not much I can do about this. It's just the shape of the roof itself made it kind of impossible to keep this completely open, but I think we did a great job, a good job. I'm gonna add in some more decorations and bookshelves and whatnot around. I'm running out of food. Do I have any food at all? I don't think I do. Pretty sure I've like completely run out. Yeah, this is the last of our food, so I'm gonna have to farm for that. If we come over here, we have staircase access. The upper levels, nothing inside of here, but we'll flesh it out completely at some point. I'll probably do that in my own time. Got the upper access here. A nice view of the cathedral. Lower levels. That goes all the way around over that way too. It's just mirrored. I don't think I added... Oh wait, no I did. I walked by it, didn't I? Yep. If we go back to where we came from, on the opposite side, doing the inside of this ceiling on the roundabout areas here, this entire place was filled with like dirt lines and stuff. It looked ridiculous and it took forever, but I got it done and I'm happy. If we come up here, window to let in more natural light, even better view of down below. You know, you could, there's like a choir or something. We got a staircase that goes all the way up to the top of the towers. Nothing inside of them just yet. I honestly don't really know what I would put up here anyways. But no, there's a staircase that goes all the way up. This one has a big golden bell. The other one doesn't. They're asymmetrical. There is glow lichen on top of this roof to stop things from spawning. It has a nice funky pattern. I really like how this tower came out as well. Kinda see down there. And we fly around. This thing is massive. Absolutely huge. Humongous. Got this side entrance. I believe this is the north entrance. Sorry, south entrance. South entrance to the cathedral. Then we got the north entrance to the cathedral. They're also asymmetrical. Nothing is done over here just yet. Let me sleep away the night so we can get all these hostile mobs away. I see you, Mr. Zombie. But we also have the beginnings of a graveyard, which explains all the dead guys. Determined. We got this little graveyard here. Nothing on the signs, or nothing on the actual tombstones themselves, except for this tree over here, which I made because I'm bad at custom trees. So I force grew a large tree, moved all the logs to face one direction, and then added some fences and sparse leaves. This is in memory of my late great-grandfather and my aunt and uncle's 3 dogs whom he loved a lot. So we got Pepsi, Brandy, and Winnie. They're just looking over his tree, which I thought was a nice little touch. And the cathedral itself, I'm going to be adding these trees around the place too. I really like them. They're like little aspen trees. The cathedral itself is called Heinrich Cathedral. And I love it. Absolutely love it. Very proud of how it came out. Very happy with how it came out. I hope you guys will forgive me for how long this episode took to take. Both issues not in my control and in my control. But I am going to call today's episode here. If you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you're super duper awesome, consider subscribing. And in the next episode, we will be rebuilding this main road and town area so everything will flow nicely and have a nice view of the cathedral and maybe some more. Playing with some ideas. We got so many spawners and whatnot. I'm thinking of making a little catacombs or something, but that is to be determined. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and as always, peace out.